Hi, I'm Vandana Verma and I blog at thetonic.co. I think if you'd asked me the same question in my 20s, my answer would have probably been different. But I now have a real sense that it means to fully embody yourself, and I only feel like that when I've eaten well, when I've been moving my body, when I've slept enough. I think it comes from just a place of feeling good in your own skin. That's what beauty is to me. I think people would say that it was my fringe and eyeliner, but that's a tricky thing. I guess it might be the fringe actually, because it's the one thing that I might even do away with the eyeliner some days, but I can't imagine the fringe not being there. I think for women looking to find their own trademark, I think they need to play. I think that quite often people think that, women with style or with grace kind of just were born that way, and I don't think that's it at all. I was lucky in that I spent nearly a decade in the UK in my 20s, in my late teens and 20s, and I was really inspired by the way that people kind of mess around with their style and they experiment with beauty, and they're putting on makeup every day. They're not using it to dress up for a party, but it's just this thing that they're doing every day to feel and look better in their own skin. And I didn't wear any makeup at this point, but through college I started to kind of play with it, and it isn't something that I do for anybody else, but I know that when I've taken the trouble to put on a little bit of eyeliner or a little bit of blush, I just feel so much better. And I think that for women, play with your style, play with your beauty, try shorter, longer hair, whatever it is. It's only hair, it's only skin, and I think that that's what people forget sometimes, that it doesn't really matter if you try it and you don't like it, because you can just try something else. But I think that that's the only way that you eventually kind of find yourself at a place where you're like, oh, this feels like me. Because how do you know until you've tried all of the other things as well? I got this from my mother. I do a lot of different things, and it's not that I spend my entire day kind of looking after myself, but I enjoy the little rituals of it. So I drink a lot of water, I work out, I try and do yoga sometimes. The things that I found really help, I drink green juice in the morning, so it's like celery, cucumber, lime, whatever's in the fridge really. That's kind of a non-negotiable now. I body brush with oil, and that's kind of transformed the texture of my skin. So I'll kind of, it sounds really high maintenance, but it's not. I'll just slather oil all over myself and then really go for it with a body brush until my skin's a little bit pink, and then I shower, and it really doesn't add any time to my routine, but it just means that I feel really silky, and that's quite nice. I don't do very much for my hair. I try and get a trim regularly. I trim my own fringe. I'm really weird about my fringe, so that I do myself. And I like getting massages. I like therapies, and I think again it has to do with that ritual thing. I think it's quite nice to take, even if it's only once a month, I think it's quite nice to take that time for yourself, just to have an hour where somebody's looking after you and you just come out feeling just that much better. My beauty advice to women is just a thing that my mom would say to me growing up, and it's so boring because I'm sure everybody's moms are saying it as well, but you really need to eat properly, because I ate super badly for a long time, and my skin would break out and my energy was bad and I was crabby and my hair looked like shit. But I think my beauty advice is really just what you're eating, and if you're sleeping, and if you're moving your body, are the three things that are going to kind of show on your face and just in the way that you carry yourself. I'd say you need to look after yourself in more than putting cream's important as well. Moisturize like crazy. I moisturize so much. But yeah, it's eating right, sleeping, and lots of cream. Luxury for me it's time, and I don't mean that in the sense of, oh, I'm so busy, I don't have any. I mean that in the sense of luxury for me is taking the time, whether it's just 5 minutes in the morning to do body brush, or whether it's taking an hour for a massage, or whether it's just blocking off an hour every evening to go and work out, whatever it is. Luxury for me is that, like making sure that these little anchor points in your day that you know are going to make you feel better, making sure that they're non-negotiable. And that's something that now, and I think maybe the confidence to kind of say to people around you and to earmark those as immovable points in your diary, maybe that comes as you get a bit older. But I think it's important to start doing that just as soon as you start to find that life's getting super busy. I think it's important to sideswipe the busyness a little bit and take that time for yourself.